Hey, good evening, everyone. Thought I would just come on here this evening and see what everybody's doing. We can have a little chat if you want to. I'll give some people a little chance to join in. I know one thing, it's certainly been a little bit cooler today than it's been in the last several days and not as humid. So, what's it looking like in your neck of the woods there, number one? I see one person. This is a Q&A, so talk to me, okay? Talk back to me. There's five people there. What y'all doing this evening? I know I didn't schedule this, but I thought I'd hop on here this evening and see what y'all's doing. Huckleberry. It's been a little bit cooler, Huckleberry, than it has been. And RB86, how are you doing, sir? There's Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Hope you're doing good today. Watched your little sermon. Heading slope. Glad to see you too. Hello, Kim. You're staying cool. Craig, what's going on down there in Kentucky, buddy? Grateful Ed. Hello, Grateful Ed. How's everybody's garden doing this year? I don't know about you all, but when you walk out in the morning and the cabbage has sprouted cabbage worms overnight, it's not too funny. Okay, good. What's everybody growing anyway? Just the regular old stuff? Wow, Craig, you're too busy to grow a garden, buddy. I hear you. Yeah, I know it. You got to watch out for them deer. I did get one of those deer alarms, Ed, and stuck it out there in the garden to see if I could stop them from eating the stuff up. Hungarian peppers. Where in the world did you get? Did you go all the way to Hungary to get them things, Kim? Hungarian peppers. We got some peppers up there, but I don't think they're Hungarian. They're hot though. I like hot peppers, don't you all? Did you get that yard baled Uncle Sasquatch? I got the porch painted. That was one of my things I needed to do today. After I laid that stone wall out front, I needed to repaint my porch because I'd scarred it all up. So that's one of the things that I did today. And went running around this morning, did that Brother Sheffy short I put up there. Okay, cool. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Tina Soap. Soap. Sounds good though. You look behind me, I got all kind of herbs. Check this out. Anybody knows me knows that I got the herbal cabinet right there behind me. So what do you need? If it grows in the state of Virginia, I probably got some of it. Well, I got a lot of it. So what else is going on in the big bad world we live in? What you folks going to cook for the 4th of July besides hot dogs and weenies? Where in the world's Soul Creek at anyway, Jimmy? Grateful Ed, where is that? I guess it's in Tennessee. Since I know where Uncle Sasquatch is, I won't tell nobody that. He way over yonder. You're a little north of Pittsburgh. Is that the wrong creek then there, Brother Sasquatch? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I've been there a couple times. Why do you all say Ewans when you talk to folks? You say Ewans. That's what I heard a lot when I was up there. Ewans done this and Ewans done that. Not making fun of you. I'm just wanting to know why y'all use that particular Ewans. I'm just picking on you, brother. Okay, you're smoking Boston butts. That sounds good. You're in Northwest Georgia, Rome. Okay, cool. Is that what you're going to make for the 4th, Jimmy, is bologna sandwiches? I don't know what I'm going to do yet. It's hard to tell. I guess it's going to be homemade bread, since that's what my wife likes to make. Sourdough bread. Man, does she make it some good stuff. And we liable to slap that something between them 2 slices of that bread. I just like peanut butter on mine sometimes, peanut butter and mayonnaise. Y'all ever had a peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich? Peanut butter and mayonnaise. Me and Lisa's alike. We eat peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich. You can try that, Grateful Ed. Next time you're putting peanut butter on a piece of bread, slap you some mayonnaise on it. Jimmy, come on now. Put some mayonnaise on that one time. You won't go back. I'll tell you that right now. Man, is it good. And if you will put some pickles on there with it, any type of pickles on peanut butter and mayonnaise, makes a really, really good sandwich. Y'all making me hungry right now. You can see can you see all them Vienna sausages I got sticking up here? I got hot sauce too. I got plenty of hot sauce. Uncle Sasquatch saw to that in my buddy over here in Whitfield. Good old Vienna sausages. Yep, they sure are. Y'all have seen me cook them 100 different ways out in the woods. I like my Vienna sausages. A lot of people don't like them, but I like them. That sounds good. I have, Uncle Sasquatch. I sure have. I like to take them hunting with me when it's cold weather. Not only do they spice you up, but they also make you sweat a little bit, warm you up inside. You like the hot ones? Okay, cool. You love the Elvis sandwich. I think Elvis was hooked on several different sandwiches, wasn't he? Probably the stuff he growed up on before he got rich. He could just about buy just about anything he wanted to. I like bacon and lettuce and tomatoes and mayonnaise. You all like that sandwich? Bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes? And how about a cucumber sandwich? Have you ever ate a cucumber sandwich with mayonnaise? And of course, fried green tomatoes. Red clover fritters. There was this place when I was up in Chicago a few years ago when I was still working. They sent me to Chicago for a couple of weeks for training. There was this place up there that had this club sandwich they made. And that's about the only thing I ever ordered in Chicago was that club sandwich. And I can tell you right now, that was one of the best club sandwiches I ever ate. Are they too bitter for you, Jimmy? They make you purty, you know that, don't you? If you eat them. Yep, I've got several green tomatoes growing out there on the vine right now that I think my wife has been eyeballing, saying she wanted some fried green tomatoes. You made 40 jars of pickled cucumbers? Great day in the morning. Well, that took a lot of apple cider vinegar, didn't it, there, Lisa? Have a good time at church, Huckleberry. Appreciate it, brother. I ain't gonna hold these people here that much longer, just goofing off. You used white vinegar, okay. That'll work too. That sounds good. I think that's what that sandwich was made out of it in Chicago. Talking about a place you don't want to drive to, folks. You don't want to drive in Chicago. I done been there 2 times. I can tell you right now, you don't want to drive nowhere in Chicago. You don't even want to fly in Chicago. I don't mind doing that, Ed, if it's not over easy. I fix the wife them eggs in a basket every morning for breakfast, just about. Just crack you an egg in that hole in that bread and fry it up. Toast that bread with your egg, and boy, is it good. How many of you folks ever ate them things? Eggs in a basket. How many knows what I'm talking about? Yeah, just take your biscuit cutter and cut you a hole in that egg, Ed. Put you a little bit of butter in there and then crack that egg in there and fry it up. Lisa, I know you've ate the pigs in a blanket, okay? Make some eggs in a basket so that you can tell these people how good they are. That way you don't have to fiddle around with your toast and pick it up. You just cut it up with a fork and eat it with the egg. By the way, you can actually scramble an egg that way too, if that's the way you like your eggs. Hey, Thomas, what you doing tonight, brother? Good to hear from you. I'm just sitting here talking to these folks. Do you make that bread, Kim, or you buy that bread? You like yours over easy, don't you? Sunny side up. You seen how I cooked it on that car, didn't you, Lisa? The hood of that car, that was definitely sunny side up. Okay. I like mine just a little bit dunner than that, but that'll work too. When I was younger, I used to just mix them up with a glass of milk and drink them raw. You ever drink raw eggs in milk? Just put it in a blender, put your glass of milk in there with a couple eggs and slug her down. Thomas, are you still there, brother? How many of you folks are subscribed to my buddy Uncle Sasquatch Outdoors? If you're not subscribed to him, I appreciate it if you go over and subscribe to him and watch his channel. Oh, Uncle Sasquatch. Me and him been here on here a long time. Thomas, you talking about buttermilk, ain't you? That's the way I used to eat it. Buttermilk and cornbread. I like good cold buttermilk. Grateful Ed, have I ever seen Sasquatch? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a big old tall boy. He lives over in Tennessee. I went down there to see him one day. Took me 6 hours one way to get down there. I finally found old Sasquatch. They call him Jimmy Newton. But once you meet old Jimmy, you'll remember old Jimmy. There ain't no question about that. He's a good kid. Appreciate that. Good afternoon. Y'all don't make buttermilk up in Michigan, Thomas? Y'all ever had your cornbread made with the corn in it? Mix it up and then put you some canned corn in that cornbread. Y'all ever do that? My wife does that sometimes. Man, that stuff's good. Yeah, I've seen it done that way too, but you can just take regular canned corn and dry it and put it in that mix and cook it up. It's really, really good. Mom used to make that. It's like cornbread pudding or something with that cream corn. My mama used to make that stuff. It's really good too. Really good stuff. What else are we going to talk about this evening before I let you go, you all? Anything? Got any questions you'd like to ask before I skedaddle out of here and let you go back to what you're doing? How many of you folks is watching my Sunday preaching? I know Lisa is. Sorry I can't do it live, you all. I really wish I could, but they just won't let me do it. Appreciate it, Ed. I know some people go to church at 10 o'clock at their own church, but I just like to talk to you folks every once in a while. Let you see what's going on. Well, there's Tennessee Smoky. Hey, Tennessee Smoky, take you a small magnet. This is how I do it, or a large magnet, ever which one you want. Take a magnet and stick it on your anvil or somewhere near your forge. Pull that thing out of the fire, and when it don't stick to that magnet, you're ready to go. Does that make sense? Take you a magnet. Of course, your whole knife will be non-magnetized if that's what you're doing. What are you making anyway, Smokey? Are you hammering you out something? I don't see how you're hammering it out down there in Tennessee as hot as it's been, unless you got air conditioning in that shop. Mine is just completely scorching hot right now. Of course, in an emergency, I could just wait till after dark and do it. Smokey, how you heat treating it? How are you tempering it after you harden it? Hello, Terry. Okay, I don't know whether you're hammering it out or not. You dip it in used oil. You're hardening in an oil, but then you would have to draw the temper on it. In other words, you'd have to draw some of the hardness out of it, Brother Smokey, depending on what kind of metal you made it out of. Last one I made, I give it to my son-in-law. I made it with that bone handled, with the bone handles on it. Did you see that, Brother Smokey? You drew the edge to purple. The cutting edge on a knife, Smokey, should be about a straw color, almost the coolest as it can be. Okay. I always draw mine to a harder edge than that, Smokey. Good night, Kim. Let me show you something, Brother Smokey. I think I've got that right here somewhere. Hold on a second. Have you got this book, Brother Smokey? All right, then you've got your tempering colors. And this man right here, Charles McCraven, is from the state of Virginia. This is one of the best blacksmiths there is, or ever was. I guess he's still alive. But everything that you want to know about tempering, hardening is in this book. And I like it because of the tempering colors he shows. What kind of steel did you use to make your knife out of, Brother Smokey? You mean you forge welded it 3 times, Smokey? Is that what you're saying? Because plate steel can either be, most of it is, okay, cool. I'm glad you tried that. You never know how to do it unless you try it, do you? You know how many of them things I burned up before I learned how to do that, Smokey? You couldn't count them, I don't think. I'd either get it too hot or too cold. Get it too hot and splatter it all over the shop, about burn the shop down, or get it too cold and nothing would ever stick. You just have to keep hammering at it till it works, and then you figured out what you're doing. Plate steel could be just low carbon steel. I don't know exactly what you used. If you went down to Lowe's or Tractor Supply or somewhere and bought it, you probably just got regular old soft iron. I don't know. Yeah, you didn't get high carbon steel then, Brother Smokey. You just got regular old. Unless they ordered it for you, you wouldn't have got 1095 or stuff like that. They just got common iron there. But hey, by the way, you could add you a piece of steel to it. But I'm glad you're working at that. I'd like to see that after you're done with it. Now, Brother Smokey, you've seen me case harden before. You can case harden that knife. Get you some cherry red. It's called cherry red case hardening compound. Just follow the instructions. It's pretty simple. You heat it up to cherry red. You dip your knife blade into that. Let it cool. Do it 2 or 3 times, and you've got a cased hardened knife. Pretty simple to do. I do tomahawks that way when I make them out of soft iron. Which I was thinking about making one today, by the way. The old timers case hardened with they cased hardened with bone and leather and charcoal. They take that bone, and they would take their leather and they would burn it till they turned it into charcoal, and then they would heat their knife up and leave it in the presence of that compound for hours until it case hardened it. Case harden is used for bearings and axles and all kind of stuff. But I'm certainly glad you're getting into that. I really am. Anybody else got any more questions before I hop off here? Man, I sure appreciate you folks coming in here watching. I certainly do. No questions. All righty then. All right, looks like everybody's going to pull the plug, so I'm going to pull the plug as well. How wide is your, Thomas, how wide is your blade? I don't know just exactly what a buzz saw is. I'll tell you this, though, there's one way that you can test that stuff. And this is the way that I do it. Take you a center punch, a good center punch, okay? Take you a good center punch and strike that piece of metal that you're wanting to make a knife out of, and see if that center punch will make a punch mark into that piece of metal. If it does, that means it's soft. That still don't mean that it couldn't be hardened though. But if it won't strike a dent in it, that's really, really good hard stuff that you could actually grind you a knife out of and make you a good knife. That makes sense, Thomas? Any of your wide, old-fashioned, well, they still make them today anyway. Those big, wide hacksaw blades that are really thick, those are hardened good and hard. You can make super good knives out of them. I've actually got one. Another way to test a piece of that stuff is heat it up cherry red in your forge. Heat it up past critical, in other words, past where it won't touch a magnet, won't stick to it. Quench it in cold water really, really quick. Put it over the end of your anvil and hit it with a hammer. If it breaks it off, that's good hard steel. If it don't, it's soft steel and will not take an edge unless you case harden it. Do that test on it, Thomas. Test it with the center punch. I'll bet it's hard enough. I will bet it's hard enough. That's that big old wide blade, I think, that with them great old big teeth in it, where that saw, that circles, the circling saw. They used to make pit saws out of the same stuff. All right, I'll see if I can find another piece, okay? And we shall see what we can do. Thomas, does that make sense? Test it with the center punch or heat it up. Cool it real quick and smack part of it with your hammer. Yeah, Justin makes some good knives, or Tennessee Smoky. You can take a circular saw blade. I think he's using circular saw blades and the bigger ones, for cut off saws and stuff like that. They make some good knives. Ain't no doubt about it. Justin, he's doing a real good job. I think he gave Jimmy Newton one of them knives. And Jimmy put some handles on it. And Jimmy says it's a real good knife. Have you skinned anything with it yet? I got you, Thomas. That would be hard to come by now that they've been laying around for that many years. Did you all see the video I done on the broad axe there the other day? My son-in-law had his great grandpa's broad axe. Been laying around I bet it's over 120, maybe 150 years old. But I took it and restored it and showed how to use it in the mountain the other day. Did anybody see that? Tennessee Smoky, are you still watching my videos, brother? You didn't see that? Did Google unsubscribe you? Well, just subscribe back. They've been doing me that way. Uncle Jimmy saw it. Anyway, it turned out that this 12-inch wide axe was actually harder than the stamps that I tried to stamp it with. But I know good and well, I'm almost 100% positive it's a Collins axe. Because the eye was perfect. I went to Tractor Supply and bought a handle for it and put that thing right in that axe. Yeah, they're doing that to all kinds of people. Cool, Thomas. You'll like it. Justin finally got enough equipment there where he can spin them things out without a whole lot of grinding on that flat grinder he used to do, like I still do. But I'll guarantee you'll like Justin's knife. He's a good kid. I pick on him a lot, but he's still a good kid. You know what Justin says? He says the best way to do things is the way your wife tells you to do it. Ain't that the truth, Tennessee Smoky? They'll definitely cancel you for preaching. I can tell you that right now. I done went down that road. I'm still going down that road. It'll be all right. Christians will be the winner in the end. Don't make no difference which way it goes. So you better get your hand in the hand of the man. You talking about Justin, Uncle Sasquatch? I didn't see it. I know one thing, it sure takes a man. I don't know where I'm going to find a good man to hold that axe and chop with it all day long. I used to could. But I'm about ready for the dog food factory, I think. You know what to do, the old horses, don't you, Jimmy? They put them in the dog food factory, grind them up. Hey, Christy, how are you this evening? We'll let you folks talk there a minute since everybody hopped in there. Oh, Lord. You know, I'll be 72 the 16th. I just said that, folks. I don't feel bad. But you never know. I know one thing, you'd have to be a man to make your house out with an axe like that right there. Surely they had plenty of helpers. Because one fella, I don't think would have took him a long time to chop them out. Maybe so, Kay. You never know. You know, but that my grandfather Reed, Dad's dad, was still working in his garden in his early 90s. And in his mid 90s until Granny died, he still worked in that garden. I can still remember going down there and they had the horse up there plowing that thing on the side of the mountain. Well, Christy, I hope everything turns out the way that's good for you. And that you don't have cancer. I think it's got a lot to do with just what people eat that ain't no good for them, you all. But I won't get into that subject. Definitely, we will pray for you. There's no question about it. No question about it. I told Brother Jimmy this. I quit eating sugar as you know it. That means cakes, ice cream, and all the good stuff that we all like to eat. I quit eating that stuff about 6 months ago now. And I'll tell you right now, I've lost about 21 pounds, something like that. And I'm keeping that 21 pounds off. And I feel a whole lot better. My joints feel a whole lot better, I can tell you that. He sure has, Brother Smokey. He sure has. Everybody likes their cookies, Christy. Sugar as we know it is poison, you all. God didn't make poison sugar. Man made poison sugar. They concentrated it so much that you're addicted to it. And if you think you're not addicted to it, let's see you kick it. Let's see you cold turkey quit eating ice cream, cake, cookies, and all that stuff that I used to eat. It's poison. I've said it on here before. I'll say it again. I looked at the study they did on it, and before old Kennedy did. You probably seen him talking about it. They took rats and addicted them to cocaine. Then they took them same rats and offered them sugar. Did you know that them rats didn't go back to the cocaine? They went straight to the sugar. Okay, Smokey, you harden it first. You get it as hard, you get that knife as hard as it's going to be, okay? Then, I think I've showed this on here before on YouTube. Take you a block of metal, something thick, and heat it up, okay? Heat that block up to cherry red. Take that knife after you've quenched it and it's hardened and put the back of that knife blade down on that block of steel and hold it with your tongs and watch the colors go through. When the edge gets to the color you want, quench the thing. I didn't see that, Kay. No, I didn't read that. All I know is if you think you're not addicted to sugar, go get what you got in the cabinet and throw it in the garbage. And don't be going back to Wally World getting you any more. Take all your cookies, your ice cream, all your white sugar and all that stuff and throw it away. Do it for 30 days and see how you feel. If you don't feel any better, go back to eating it. Night, Kay. Oh, Lisa, I just eat apples and oranges and stuff like that. I eat it the way God made it. Okay. I actually have a juicer, and sometimes I'll get in the mood to make some raw juice and just drink it that way. I don't. I don't. I don't drink sweet tea. I don't use the false sugars or anything like that. Hey, Smokey, if you don't understand it, brother, I know you have my telephone number. You can certainly call me. Hey, you all, I appreciate you hanging out with me for an hour. I don't know whether any commercials popped up on you this or not. Did anybody see any commercials on this video? Okay. I just wondered. You know, we're talking about the sugar here. I mean, when you concentrate something down, beet sugar, cane sugar, whatever kind of sugar it is, and you concentrate it down till the dosage is not the way God created it, then the stuff you will be addicted to it. And that's one of the things that ruins kids. I hate to say it, but it ruins kids just as soon as they're born, when their mommy runs and gets a popsicle and sticks it in their mouth. Then they will beg for that popsicle and won't eat their beans and things at the table that they're supposed to be eating. It's the ruination of some little old kids. But the good thing about giving up sugar is you're not hungry. You'll get hungry, but you won't just be constantly running to the refrigerator to see what else you got in there that you can eat. That's it, Uncle Sasquatch. I got a hound the same way. She wakes us up at 5:30 in the morning wanting a treat and won't stop whining until she gets it. Well, it's sad, but sugar, the way that they've done it, is poison. And folks, I ate it all my life. I certainly did. But I decided that when I started using herbal remedies and things like that, that I would go natural. And when you go natural, it's hard to get rid of that raw sugar. And after you haven't ate it as long as I have, if I go upstairs and find one of her candy bars that she's got hid somewhere, just kidding, she don't have any, I don't think. If I go eat one of them things, it'll make me deathly sick. Yeah, I hear you. All right, you all. I told you 15 minutes ago I was going to let you go. Now I am going to let you slide on out of here. That's what we do, Smokey. This dog don't leave the couch now. She lays right there beside of the air conditioning vent. She's a 15-year-old hound, though. She's a pretty good old dog. Okay, thank you all. Thank you, Jimmy, Lisa, and everybody else, Grateful Ed, and whoever else popped in there. I really appreciate you. Have a good 4th of July. If I don't catch you on the 4th of July, may the good Lord bless you. Until next time, guys, so long for now.